Hello friends, I'm Neshik and today in this video I'll teach you how to create a custom appointment booking website with WordPress. Now this video is the most unique and amazing video on my YouTube channel because I've created more than 200 videos, but this is the first time that I'm creating a website using custom and dynamic post types and metadata. It's like creating your own custom theme. Now first of all, you can watch this video to create any kind of appointment booking website, whether it's for a dentist, barber, accountant, doctor, anything. Steps are going to be same for all. And this is the website that we'll be creating in this video. This is the home page. First of all, if you see, this is your header. At the top, we will enter all the details, like you can enter your timing, you can enter your address. Then after that, you have your header. At the left hand side, you have your logo. In the middle, you have your menu, whatever menu you want. At the right hand side, you can enter your phone number, email address, something like that. Now this is not a pre-made or a pre-built header. This is a custom design. We will see how to create our own header and footer. Then after that, we have our first section. This is your, you have your title, some subtitle. After that, we have created different departments and services like neurology, plastic surgery, all those different options. And obviously, as I said you earlier, you can watch the same video, same steps for different types of website. If you're doing this for an accountant, you can create different types of services over here. Then after that, we have this section. We offer extensive medical procedures. You can enter something like that. And after that, when somebody clicks on this button, they will be redirected to all services or all departments page. Then we will showcase different doctors. What happens? I'll show you what happens if you click on a single doctor page or a single service page. First, let's see this home page. Then at the bottom, you can enter your address and all. And obviously at the bottom, we have our footer. And again, as I said you earlier, this is a custom footer. We'll see how to design our own footer. Now this website looks like a very normal, very regular website, but don't worry, it is very unique. I'll explain you about all the unique features later on in this video. Just stay with me. Now let's see all the different things. So we'll see how to create an archive page or a list page wherein we can list all the different services. Then also we'll create a doctor's archive page wherein we can show all the different doctors. And then after that we'll design and we'll build single department and single doctor's page. Now if you open the department's archive page, if you click on this link, this is the department's archive page. And again, this is custom design. You can design your own style however you want. So what I've designed it, I've just kept it very simple. First I've displayed this logo, then after that the title and some text. Okay, so you can have a very unique design if you want. This is a simple design that I've kept it like this. Then after that, if you open a single service, for example, if you open plastic surgery, this is how the design of a single page looks like, or a single service page looks like. First of all, you have your title. Then after that, you have the consultation title, some description, few images related to that, and after that, few text. And at the bottom, we have this appointment form. So if somebody wants to see this service, plastic surgery, they can see which all doctors are available for this service. So they can select any one of these doctors. Maybe they select this first doctor, Alan Hall. And after that, they can select this date and time for this doctor. They will see all the different slots available and how many people can be accommodated in these slots. Maybe I want to select this one, 12:30 to 13. And then we'll click on next. Now this is your confirmation step. Person will enter their name, email address and phone number. Let me do it very quickly. Alright, so as you can see, once this person enters their detail, then they can click on make an appointment. Now here there can be two scenarios. If you want to keep it just, if you want to stop it over here, you can stop it, or if you want to accept online payments, then you can redirect them to this checkout page wherein they can make online payment through credit card, debit card, through net banking, UPI, any kind of payment gateway you can integrate. Obviously, I'll show you how to integrate different payment gateways. So there are two options. If you want to just stop at previous step, you can stop there, or if you want to accept online payments, you can even redirect them to this page. And after that, once they fill in this form, they can make the payment. Now for doctor's page as well, if you open the doctor's page, the archive page, this is how all the doctors listing will be designed. Obviously, if you want a different design, you can have that thing as well. If you open a single doctor page, this is how the design looks like. The image of the doctor, the title, the name of the doctor, expertise, length of work, email, phone number, all these things can be showcased over here. Then what all services this doctor provides, you can select the service, you can select the time, and after that the process is all same. Now let me show you the backend. So whenever someone makes any appointment, what screen will you see, how the backend looks like. Alright, so this is how your backend will look like. You can have different styles. So this is the list style. So you can see what service was selected for what provider, for what doctor. And you can see the email address, all the different things, all the different names and details related to that customer or that patient. You can see the date and time. If you click on this icon, you can see more details about this appointment. Now if you want to see this in a calendar form, you can click on this calendar, and after that you can see, okay, on this date we have 3 appointments, on 17th we have 1. You can see it like this, or if you want, you can select a single date, and after that you can see the timeline. So once you see the timeline, you can see at what time what appointment is available. Okay, you can see all those details over here. Now let me explain you about custom and dynamic post types and some metadata. So if you've already worked on WordPress, you know this is the dashboard. Now by default we have post, post type and pages type. We have created few more. As you can see, I've created this custom post type of doctor and departments, and under that I've created some custom data. So if you want to add a new doctor, you'll have to enter this metadata. So here, as you can see, price per provider slot, specialty, expertise, length of work, email, all these metadata can be created by you. And once you create this thing, you can now design this page. So this is the design that I've gone with. If you want, you can have a completely different design. Then we'll also see how to create a custom form, like this form that is created over here. So in this case, what I've done is I've given 2 options. First, you have to choose a service, and after that you have to choose a date and time. Then you will be redirected, or then you can go to next step. You can do one more thing. You can create multiple steps. So in the first step, they'll have to select the service. Then they can click on next. In the next step, they can go to date and time, and then they can fill in the form. Or you can do one thing. You can have all the things in one single page. So you have total control on the design aspect of this video, and also on the design aspect of this website, and also on the technical part of this website. Right now, there are many more advanced features available in this website, but I think I'll stop it over here. I just wanted to give you, a quick demo of the website that we'll be creating. Now, I hope you guys like the demo website. If you like the demo website, if you want to create this website, if you want to create this amazing website and learn a lot of new things, make sure to watch the complete tutorial. And before you proceed further, also make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you find this video helpful, give a thumbs up to this video and share it with your friends on different social media platforms. And throughout the video, if you have any doubt, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. Now, let's start creating this website. Right, now to create any kind of website, whether it's an e-commerce website, an appointment booking website, a simple blog or a business website, any kind of website, we need 2 basic things: a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name is simply the name or the URL of your website. For example, blogdude.com, youtube.com, google.com, nashik.com. All these things are different domain names. So we'll also have to register a new domain name on the internet, so that whenever someone wants to visit your website, they can simply type in this domain name in the browser URL bar and they can land on your website. Now the second and the most important thing is your website's hosting. Now hosting is basically a computer or a server wherein your entire website is saved. So if you see this website, all the different posts, all the different media files, all the different pages, this entire website is saved in a server, and that server is running 24/7, so that whenever someone wants to visit your website from any particular country at any given time, they can always see your website live. So your website is always up and running. Now hosting is the most important thing about your website, because everything related to your website is directly or indirectly dependent on your hosting. So your website speed, your website's performance, the user experience on your website, your website security, and even your website's ranking in Google search results is totally dependent on your hosting. So if you've selected a good and reliable hosting, your website speed and performance will be amazing. It will have better user experience, it will get good ranking in Google search results, and will also be 100% secure. And obviously, in contrast to that, if you select some bad hosting, cheap and crappy hosting, your website speed and performance will not be that great, and also you won't get better ranking in Google search results. Now there are literally thousands of different hosting providers available in the market, but unfortunately only a handful of them are really good enough to consider. But you don't have to worry about that. I'll show you one thing. Just open a new tab and type in this link. And now you'll be redirected to this page. Now if you scroll down, you can see there are 4 different plans available under web hosting: Starter, Plus, Turbo, and Business. Now for most of you guys, I would recommend you to start with the Plus Cloud plan, because here you can create 7 different websites, you get more resources, and you also get unlimited SSD space and few more options like free website migration and light speed server. And obviously if you go with even higher plan like Turbo or Business Cloud, you will get even more power, so your website will perform even more better. But what I would recommend you to do is start with Plus Cloud, And once you think your website has grown to a certain level, and once you need more power, then you can upgrade to Turbo or Business Cloud or any other plan. But for starters, I would recommend you to just start with this plan. This is very affordable. And once you need more power, you can anytime upgrade. So select this option and click on this Order Now button. Now you have to register a new domain name. So whatever domain name you want to register, just type in that domain name over here at the left hand side, and after that you can also select the domain name extensions. Now there are hundreds of different domain name extensions, whatever or whichever you want, you can select that. For example, .com, .in, .net, .biz, .nl, many different domain name extensions are available. So simply type in your domain name, select the extension and click on search. Now it will search whether this domain name is available or not. Once it is available, you will get continue button, click on that continue button. Now if you've already registered your domain name on some other website, and if you want to use that domain name with Name Hero, you can use the second option, use your own domain. Now here type in that domain name. Suppose I have registered this domain name on GoDaddy, Namecheap or Google Domains. I can type in this domain. Then after that I can type in the extension, domain name extension, and I can click on next. Then in the next step, I'll show you how you can link this domain name which is registered outside Name Hero, maybe on GoDaddy, how you can link that GoDaddy domain name with Name Hero. So you have both the option. I'll show this option, how to register a new domain name. So if you want to register a new domain name, select this, click on search. Now as you can see, this is available. I can click on continue. Now in this step, you have to select the billing cycle. So if you want to go with 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, obviously the higher billing cycle you select, the better discount you will get. So you can select any one of these options, and after that click on continue. Now don't tick mark anything over here. It will cost you some extra money. Just click on continue. And finally on the checkout page, you can scroll down and you can fill in this form. Enter your first name, last name, your email address, phone number, all your basic details. So your address, country name, everything can be entered over here. Under support pin, just type in any 4-digit number. Now one more thing, just remember your email address and password. So whatever email address and password you enter over here, remember this thing, because this will become your login credentials. So in future, whenever you want to log into your Name Hero cPanel, you'll have to enter this email address and password. So make sure you remember it. Now go ahead at the bottom. Now you can make payment through credit card, debit card, your ATM card. So you can select this option. You can make payment through PayPal. You can also make payment through Coinbase, or you can select this Stripe payment gateway. So you can select this credit and debit card payment. You can also use any regular ATM card as well. Just make sure you have any one of these cards, Discover, MasterCard, Visa or American Express. Now the reason I'm saying this thing is because most of the people in India have a RuPay card. Now RuPay is a domestic card which is not accepted anywhere outside India. So if you have a RuPay card, better get it upgraded to Visa or MasterCard. Once you have that thing, you can enter your card details, and after that just tick mark this thing and click on checkout. You can make the payment. Now once you make the payment, you have to now come to this website, namehero.com/login. Now here you have to enter the email address and password which you have set in your previous step, and now click on login to Name Hero. You will see this page. Here you have to click on My Cloud. Click on this My Cloud button, and now you have to select the package whatever you have created. Now the very first thing that I want to show you is how you can connect your domain name which is registered outside Name Hero with this hosting. So suppose if I have registered my domain name on GoDaddy, I can go to godaddy.com, obviously log into my account. Now once you log into your account, you will see this page. You will see all your different domain names that you have registered. Now suppose if I want to use this domain name, maybe this one, TritonGifts.com, I can select this thing. I can click on this DNS button. Now steps are same for all the different domain name providers. So whether it's GoDaddy, whether it's Namecheap, whether it's Google Domain, whether it's Namebright, any domain name provider, you can go and you can follow these same steps. Just select your domain name. Besides your domain name, you will see a DNS button or a DNS link. Click on that, and you need to change your DNS, which is your domain name server. So if you scroll down, you can see your name servers. Click on change and delete these 2 name servers from here. Click on, if you see this button, click on advanced, delete these 2 name servers and copy your name server number 1. Paste it under line 1, copy your name server number 2, obviously paste it under line 2 and click on save. Now once you click on save, it can take up to 24 hours to connect your domain name with this hosting. So by that time you can do a few more things. By that time you can click on login to cPanel, and now you will be automatically logged into your cPanel. This is your cPanel. Now the very first thing that I would recommend you to do on your cPanel is some PHP tweaks. So if you search for PHP under this domain, under this search bar, you will see this option, PHP version. Select PHP version, click on that. Now you need to do some changes over here to make your website and to make your server even more faster. Now here the very first option is current PHP version. You need to select the latest version. So if you see, as you can see, 7.4 is the latest. We have some more, 7.123. I've selected the latest one, 7.4. If you see 7.567, if you're watching this video maybe one year after I've uploaded this video, then and if you see 7.567, you can select the latest version. Then you need to go to options, and here you need to do few changes. Under max execution time, you need to type in at least 600. If you see any number below 600, just change this thing to 600. If you see any number above that, don't change it. Max input time should be at least 600. Max input variables should be at least 4000. If you have some other number, just type in 4000 like this. It will automatically save this thing. Then after that, your memory limit, your post max size, and also your upload max file size should at least be 128 MB. Okay, as you can see, many options are given over here. Make it at least 128 MB for all three options. All right. So just see whatever you see on your screen, these three options, and after that, this three options. Okay. Once you set this thing, now you can again come back to your name hero cPanel. Now we can install WordPress on our domain name, and to do that, you can again click on the search bar and search for Softaculous App Installer. Select this option, Softaculous App Installer. There are many different apps given over here. So as you can see, WordPress, Joomla, WHMCS, many different apps are given over here. I want to use this one, WordPress. So click on WordPress. Now click on this blue Install Now button, and from here you have to choose your domain name. So for this example, I'm going to use this domain name, book3.blogdude, and under choose protocol, make sure you have selected HTTPS. Now there are two options, HTTP and HTTPS. Make sure you select this HTTPS one, S for secure. Select that option, and after that, under in directory, make sure nothing is typed in, make sure this is empty. Okay. Then when you scroll down, you have site settings at the left hand side. Under site settings, you can give your website some name. So maybe I'll name it Jet Booking. All right. And you can also describe your website, maybe Doctor Booking website. I'll just type in this thing. So you can set your website name and your website description. Now at the right hand side, you will see admin account. Here you will have your username and password given for you. I would recommend you to delete this thing. Type in your own username and also your own custom password. Then after that, also change this email, delete it, and type in your own email address. All right. Now go ahead at the bottom and click on this install button. Now WordPress has started installing on your domain name. This is a very small, very short process, hardly takes around 10 to 12 seconds. As you can see, it is already completed. Now you'll get two different links. If you open the first one, this will just be your website. This is how your website is looking right now. If you open the second link, this is your dashboard link. Now this page, this dashboard page, is the most important page of your website, because this is the page from where you will be controlling your entire website. So if you want to change your website style, your website's appearance, your website design, or if you want to manage your appointments, manage your payments, create a new doctor appointment, whatever you want to do, you will basically be controlling your entire website from this page. And whenever you want to come to this page, you need to type in your website name. After that, type in /wp-admin. You land on this page. Now, whenever we install WordPress on a new domain name, there are a few basic things that we have to understand, and there are a few basic settings that we have to do. So let's first see them. Now, first of all, this is your dashboard. On your dashboard, you'll see few widgets are given to you. I would recommend you to just uninstall or basically just remove these widgets from here, because these are not really useful. So to remove them, you can click on screen option at top, and you can just untick all these widgets from here. All right. Now, as you can see, we have a nice and clean screen over here. Now, at the left hand side, you have few options. First option is your post option. So you will be using this option to create different blog posts. Now, one blog post is already created. As you can see, this is a dummy one. You can delete it and you can create a new one. Then after that, we have the media option. Now, under media option, whatever media files you have uploaded on your website, for example, if you see this website, all the different images, logos, all the different videos that I have uploaded over here, all this media file can be seen from here, or can be seen over here under media option. You can manage them. You can upload new media files and all. Then third option is your pages option, which obviously will be used to create different pages. Then we have the comments option. Under this, you will see all the different comments. That is, now whenever someone posts a new comment on any of your posts or any of your appointment pages, you will see all those comments over here, and you can manage them. You can mark them approve, unapprove. You can delete them. You can reply them. Whatever you want to do, you can do it from here. Then we have the appearance option. Now under appearance, as you can see, we have three different themes: 2021, 2019, and 2020. Now let me explain you what is a theme. A theme is basically the design or the appearance of your website. So if you see your website right now, the design of this website is because of this theme, 2021 theme. If you just go ahead and activate some other theme, maybe this 2019 theme. Now again, if you come back to this page and refresh it, now as you can see, your website design and appearance is completely changed. So this is basically what a theme does. A theme changes your website style and appearance. Now we can go ahead and delete this theme. In fact, we can go ahead and delete all the other themes which are not activated. Now this is not the theme that we want to use 2019. This is not the theme. We'll be using some other theme, but we'll see how later on how to install that theme and how to use it. Now after this, we have the plugins option. Now under plugins, you will see few plugins will be automatically installed for you. I would recommend you to just delete them. Now we have just learned that theme is basically the design or the appearance of the website, and plugin is the software part of this website. So whatever features and functionalities are present on your website, it will be present because of some plugin. So for example, right now we don't have any appointment booking related feature like we have it over here. People can come, they can fill in the form, they can book an appointment. We don't have those features right now. So to get those features on your website, you will need to install few plugins. So we'll see how that thing works, how this process works later on in this video when we'll install a new plugin, and we'll see how to customize and how to integrate that entire plugin. So basically a plugin is kind of a software or an add-on that will add some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. Now at the left hand side, you'll see settings, click on that. If you have not already changed your website name and description, you can do it from here. Then after that, make sure to tick mark this thing, membership. Anyone can register, very important, so that people can come, they can register for an appointment. Then under time zone, you can select a time zone according to your country, and after that you can click on save changes. Then after that, under settings, click on permalinks. By default, day and name will be selected. Just select this post name one and click on save changes again. Now finally come back to your dashboard. And with this, we have completed all the basic settings related to our WordPress website. Now open a new tab and type in this link. And now you'll be redirected to this page. Now here, as you can see, this is the website CrocoBlock, and they have a lot of plugins for different purposes. Jet Tricks, Jet Engine, Jet Booking, Jet Appointment, Jet Woo Builder. Many different plugins are available, and some themes are also available. If you just hover over this products option, you will see this option. Now you need to click on pricing. You need to purchase this thing. This is a premium version. Now you need to at least purchase this option all inclusive so that you can use all the plugins. As you can see, it has 47 design templates. So pre-designed websites for you, dynamic templates. You can raise a ticket to get support, and all the plugins are available. As you can see, everything is tick mark over here. So with this, you'll get all these plugins. Okay. So you can use this option. I'm just selecting this option, select all inclusive, whichever you want, whether you want this package, whichever package you want. So just select that package and click on this buy now button. I have already purchased it, so I'll go to account. And here, as you can see, this is how it will look like. Once you have purchased any one of those packages, you'll see all these options. Now you don't need to install these plugins one by one. What we can do is we can install, first of all, let's install the theme, which is this theme, Kava 2.1. Whatever the version is. You can select this, click on download. And after that, we can install this CrocoBlock widget, install this one. So download these two, and after that, all the plugins will be downloaded for you automatically. So come back to your dashboard. First, let's start with the theme. So click on appearance, add new. To add a new theme, upload theme, because you have the file, we need to upload this file. Simply select this file and install it. Now once it is installed, we need to activate this theme. So click on this activate link. Obviously it will be activated. Now we can even delete this 2019 theme. Just do it like this. And now we need to install this plugin. So click on plugins and install this CrocoBlock widget. So click on this add new, upload plugin. Select this plugin and click on install now. Now activate this plugin. You will get a small setup. So as you can see, now you can import a skin. Basically you can import this entire website if you just want. So if you want, you can click on, I'll just click on this let's go button. You need to enter your license key. You will get it over here. If you click on view details, here as you can see, you have your license key. Obviously I'll have to hide that thing. Now come back over here, paste in the key, click on get started. Now you can, again, as I said earlier, select this full CrocoBlock installation and you can install this entire website. Okay, what I'll do is I'll select this option, Jet Plugins installation, because I want to show you everything from scratch. So we'll select the second option, Jet Plugin installation, and click on install. Now you have to select whatever plugins you want. So we want theme core, Jet theme core, Jet elements. We don't want tabs. I think we also don't want this Jet tricks. I don't know. We'll see that later on maybe. And all right, maybe. Alright, so we want these plugins: Jet Theme Core, Jet Elements, Jet Blocks, Jet Tricks, Jet Engine, and Jet Appointments. Obviously, if you want, you can just go ahead and add all the different plugins, but once you add more plugins, your website will slow down. So we are just installing only those plugins that we really need or that are required to create this appointment website. So just select these plugins that you see on your screen. Jet Theme Core, Jet Elements, Jet Blocks, Jet Tricks. I think Jet Tricks is not required, but still, Jet Engine and Jet Appointments. Select this and click on Continue. Now once those plugins are installed, you'll see the screen. Congratulations, you're all set. Now you need to activate these plugins. So click on plugins from the left hand side. Here you'll see, okay, they are all activated. Now you just need to install this Elementor plugin. So click on this install Elementor plugin. It will install this plugin, activate it. This is the page builder, Elementor page builder. Now if you see this screen, start update, just click on those start update button so that your data is updated. And now we can see this thing. Now again, if you come back to your website and refresh it, your website will look a little bit different because we have changed the theme, but still it is looking very bad, nothing present over here. So we'll see everything step by step. Now the very first thing that we need to do is we need to create different post types. So as you can see, this blog post is a post type, pages is a post type. So if you open, for example, this blog post type, and if you add a new blog post, for example, so in this post type, as you can see, we have few options. We have title, we have description, we have breadcrumb, we have few things. And at the right hand side, we have this featured image and excerpt. So we can also create a custom block type. So for single department and for single doctor, so basically for single provider and for single service, we need to create two different blog posts. So we need to come back over here, leave this page. And to do that thing, to create a custom blog post, you need to hover over this Jet Engine. And you need to click on post types under Jet Engine. Now let's create a new one. Click on add new. Let's give it a title of services. All right. Then after that, under slug, just press tab. It will automatically enter services or whatever it has. Okay. So slug will be automatically entered for you. Now for label, under singular, you need to type in service. So I'm typing in service. If you want to type in departments, you can type in department, or if you want to type in something else, you can do that. Now once you type in service or the singular form of whatever text, you can again just go ahead and press tab. It will keep on entering all these text like this. Now you need to go to advanced options, scroll down. You need to, I don't think this rewrite slug is required, but still you can just copy this slug, services. Then after that, make sure under capability type you have post selected. Now you can select an icon for this. For example, if you see, we have this icon for this, we have this media icon, we have this pages icon, all the different icons. We have this folder icon for templates. So you can select some icon for this. So you can click on this thing and you can select any icon. Maybe let's select this. Okay, you can select any icon. So let me select maybe this icon. Now by default, it will have title and editor. So if you again, let me show you a single blog post. Now maybe let me show you this pages post type. So it will have this title and it has, let's see what was next. It has editor. So this is the editor at the bottom. Only these two things. After that, it does not have featured image. It does not have excerpt and so on. So we can add those things. We can select this option and maybe we want excerpt and we also want thumbnail, which is your featured image, so that we get all these options. Okay. Now, if you don't understand anything, don't worry. Once we just keep on doing this thing, keep on creating more and more things, everything will become more clear to you. Like, why are we doing this thing? Once we go forward and create different doctors and different services, you'll understand why we did whatever we did. Okay. So I'm selecting title, editor, excerpt, and thumbnail. So you can see title, this is your editor. Then we have excerpt, which is, okay, it is not available on this website. And then we have the featured image, which is your thumbnail. Now, once you select this thing, now we can also add some meta fields. So we want to add some custom fields. Now this is services. So if you open a single service, you can see we need a lot of meta services, metadata. So for example, we need this text. We need, this dynamic text. Maybe this is consultation text. Then we need this text. Okay. Then after that, we need this media. Then after that, we need this text. So we need to create few metadata over here. So we can come back to this page again. Now let me first create an icon. Now you might think where this icon is required. So if you go to departments archive page, you can see we are using these icons. So we need to add an icon first. So I'll come over here. Under label, I'll type in icon and again just press enter. Under name ID, it will automatically fill in. Under object type, it will be a field. Under field type, it will be an image or media. select media. Then after that, under fill width, you can type in 50%. Now let me explain you what this 50% is. In fact, let me open this demo website that I've created. If I open a single doctor, if I try to add a new doctor, now we have already added this title, content, and featured image. Now these are the things that we are adding, email, certificates, whatever. Okay. In fact, we are creating services. So let me add a new service or add a new department just to show you this thing. So we are adding capacity, we are adding department icon, consultation over here. So we just added this icon. I just gave it a title of icon. Okay, so it will say icon instead of department icon. Now if you see this thing, this is 50% because here we have 50 half in this thing we have two columns. So this is department icon and consultation. Okay, so it is 50%. Then once we create description 1 and description 2, this is also 50%. But we have also few more things. If you see the doctor option, if I click on add new doctor, here we have, as you can see, 33%. So because we have three things in one row, three columns, specialty, expertise, and length of work, this is 33%. So you can just design it like this. You can keep everything at 100% if you want, but I'm just keeping it at 50%. Now let's add a new meta field. So click on add meta field, and here I'll type in maybe consultation. Now what this consultation will be useful for, if you see a single service, this text will be the consultation text. So this is the field for that. Just press tab, keep it field, and under field type, this will be text because people will just type in the simple text. Okay. And I want to make it 50% as well. So I'll select 50% and I'll minimize this thing. Now let's add description 1 and 2. So this is your description 1. So some description, and that description will show up over here. And this is your description 2. Now this is one single description. I have divided this into two columns. I'll show you how that is done. So let's add description 1 for this data and description 2 for this data at the bottom. So let me cut this page, come back to this, click on add new meta field. Give it title of description 1, or if you want some other title, obviously you can do that thing as well. Press tab. Now under field type, instead of text, we need to select this one, WYSIWYG. Select that option. Now this will give you this style. So if you see for consultation, this is a simple text. But for this description 1 and 2, we have this screen wherein a person can change the paragraph, all these things. So this format that you see over here, this is what this WIS that thing is. Okay, so again, this is also 50% because as you can see, 50%. So I'll select this. Then after that, we have description 2. So add new meta field, change the title to description 2, press tab. And again, instead of text, select this option. This will also be 50%. All right. Now we need to create one more. We need to create this gallery so that we can display these gallery images. So I'll come over here, click on add new meta field, give it a title of gallery, whatever your spelling is. Keep it at field, and under field type, you have to select gallery. All right. Now you can keep it 100%. If you see gallery, this is only one thing in one line. So it is 100%. If you want, you can keep it at 50% as well. I think only these 5 meta fields are required. So once you select this thing, once you finish up with this, you can just go ahead and click on add post type. Now, once you click on add post type, now here, as you can see at the left hand side, you have services. If you don't see services, you can just refresh this page. And now you have your services. If you try to add a new service, click on add new service. Here, as you can see, icon, consultation, description 1, description 2, everything is given over here. Now this will not work. This is just to collect data. After this, once we create one more post type for providers or doctors, after that we'll see how to design this data. So once we collect this data, how we can output this on our website. Like here, as you can see, we have output this data in this form, in this pattern, and in this style. So right now we're just creating forms to collect different data. Now again, let's come back to that page. All right. Now let's create a new post type. So come back to post types under Jet Engine, click on add new, and this time it will be doctors or providers or consultations, whatever you want. So I'll just type in doctors, press this thing. Now labels, under label first singular, so it will be doctor. Okay, now just keep on pressing tab. Everything will be entered for you. Now under advanced, let's see. Under rewrite slug, type in doctors, small everything will be lowercase. Now for this, whatever icon you want, you can select this. Maybe for this we want, let's see. Let's select this shield icon maybe. All right. And for this also we need title editor. excerpt, and featured image. Now let's add meta fields related to this. So if you open a single doctor page, click on single doctor. Here, as you can see, we need so many things. This image will be gathered through featured image. So we can collect that featured image and we can display it over here. Now for this, we need to create the title, or basically the name. We can use actually the title for this name. Then we need to create specialty, expertise, length of work, all these things. Then we need to create this certificate, specialization, and career guidance. So we need to create few meta fields over here. So come back to this page. First, let's start with this specialty. So I'll just copy the title, paste it over here under label, press tab. Okay, this is just a simple text. Okay, simple text. So I'll keep it at this, and this is 33%. Now we can just minimize this thing, create a new one, add new meta field. This is expertise. All right. Type in this thing, press tab. This is just simple text. This will also be 33. Minimize it. Then we have length of work. Add new meta field. Enter the label, and after that press tab. It will enter the name or ID. And this is also 33 because we want to display these three in one single line. Then click on add new meta field. We have email and phone. So first select email, enter email, press tab, and this will be 50%, for example. This is also simple text, add new meta field, and then this is this phone. So I'll copy the title, phone, and this is also 50%. Then we have this thing, certificates. So click on add new meta fields, title, okay, press tab. Now instead of field type text, we have to select gallery, which is over here. Select this option, and this can be 100%, so we can keep it at 100%. And finally we have this specialization, so we can copy these things. Now we don't need to create this career guidelines. We can do one thing, we can copy the content and we can display under career guidelines. So we can use the content as well. I'll show you how that is done. And similarly, we can use this title for this. For example, let me again just explain you this thing. If you open a single post, if you try to add a new post, two things are already present, the title and this content. Okay. If you see, we have added this thing at top, title and content. This editor is that content. So we can use the title for this name of the doctor, and we can use the content for this content. So whatever will be entered under this content, we can use this to display it over here, or we'll output that data over here. So finally, the last thing that we need to do is this specialization. Copy the text, click on add new meta field, enter the text, press tab. Now under object field type, we have to select repeater. Okay, select repeater, because here if you see, we have a same thing and it is repeating. So it is the same style. We have this, we have this image or whatever this thing is, this icon. So we have this icon, then some data, then icon, some data. So this is a repeater. This thing is repeated. Okay, so that is the reason why you're using this repeater. Click on add new repeater field. Under label, you can type in something else. Maybe this is specialization is the title. So maybe under repeater, it could be qualifications of this doctor. So I'll type in qualification or qualifications. Make sure everything is lowercase over here, and this is a simple text, and this is 100%. All right, now we can minimize this thing and we can add a new post type. Now again, you will see this thing. If you try to add a new doctor, you have title, you have this editor, then at the right hand side you have the featured image and excerpt, and then whatever we have added, specialty, expertise, length of work, and this is 33%, so 3 in row. Then we have email and phone, 2 in row, 50%, certificate was 100%, and specialization was 100%, so single in row. So this is how it works. Right, so now let's do one thing. Let's set up that appointment plugin that we installed. So if you come back to your dashboard, here if you see at the left hand side, we have this appointments thing. So hover over that and click on setup. Now here you need to select the services post type. So if you remember, we have created this services post type. So if you search for that, here it is, services. And you need to select the providers post type. So your doctors are your providers. So basically the doctors post type is your providers post type. Select that thing and click on next. Now this is the basics database that is set for you. Most of the things are already present. I need to add 2 more things. So I'll click on add new database. I'll add phone. And after that, we'll also add comments. Comments is not really useful, but let's add it. Right? So select these 2 and now click on next. Now we have to select the slot time format. So if you see, whenever someone selects any service and after that, when they click on this date, they see this slot time, and this is the format. As you can see, by default it is this 24 hours format. Then you can have 12 hours, and you can have PM, AM in capital and small letters. So whatever you want, I'm selecting the default one. Then slot duration is half an hour by default. So here, as you can see, 9 to 9:30, 9:30 to 10. So half an hour duration. You can increase or decrease this number. If you want to make it 1 hour, just select 100. Now it is 1 hour per slot. Okay. Then buffer time before slot, buffer time after slot. If you want to add a buffer time before and after slot, you can have that. You can have multiple bookings per slot. So here, if you see, we have just one booking per slot. So only one person can book for this slot. If you want, you can do one thing. Because I have increased the time for slot duration, I can do one thing. I can select